What's up, Fox Den Fox here, and today, Prime Day unfortunately got me, as I decided to buy a gaming mouse. So, I actually went through a mouse phase on this channel about a year ago, and I was looking for a wireless mouse because I had just gotten a laptop and I wanted to make things as seamless as possible. And I got the SteelSeries Aero 3X or something like that. It's a long name. And it was good for a long time, but eventually for some reason it just broke. And I haven't been able to connect it properly. It'll just disconnect at random times. And I decided to get an Amazon renewed Corsair mouse, which unfortunately the renewal process didn't seem to work super well on this one. And it's not in fantastic shape, and I haven't used it pretty much at all because of that. And I don't know why, but I kind of just stopped thinking about wireless mice. I was focused on the Dell XPS 13 Plus reviews. I was focused on my own personal gaming rig at home. But Prime Day, I saw Razer, and when I see a Razer, my neurons activate. With that said, it's not just brand loyalty. I tell you to not be loyal to certain brands. For instance, if Intel's better than AMD in a certain price range, go for Intel. Vice versa, if AMD's better, go for AMD. Same goes with peripherals, and I generally try to stay in that sort of mindset when I purchase things. Now, that's not to say that Razer is without its flaws, because goodness knows I've been through many Razer products that have not lasted very long. In fact, I apologize that it looks dirty, but this is a Razer mouse that I used from 2017 until when it broke, which my guess is around 2019. So it didn't last very long. And as you can see, the grip tape on the side, it's not even grip tape. It's like the rubberized grip that comes with it, not the $8.99 rubber grip add-on. And it just broke. And I tried super gluing it back on, and it didn't quite work because the material is very slick, and unfortunately I wasn't able to fix it. But then I bought this one, which is the one that I am still using currently, because it's lasted me since 2018 to 2022. Grip tape's been fine on it, and generally speaking, the Razer series that these are, the Deathadder Elites, are like $40, if not cheaper, especially if you get them on sale. I think you can get them for like $30. So that's why I choose them, because they're not very expensive, and this one's lasted me quite a while. So I was excited when it came to getting a new Razer mouse that has the exact same form factor as this mouse, but wireless, because I didn't know that they made one. And the reason why I didn't know that they made one is because they are ass expensive. Like, I think $130 at retail, which is just, in my opinion, too much for what I'm looking for out of a mouse. So when I saw that it was $54 on Prime Day, I had to get it. And we're going to be doing an unboxing and little review of performance, not so much battery life, because that would take a long time. And I'm happy to do a full-on review in the future, but for right now, we're just going to do a general little performance overview, looks, and how it feels to actually play on. Other than that, I'll save the rest for a later video that will be much more in-depth. So without any further ado, let's get to cut. You got my money? Oh, that's such a sharp knife. I need to sharpen my karambit. Oh. 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 Alright, let's see what's inside. Not much from Amazon, just a box and some wrapping paper, I guess. I don't know, it's fucking Christmas, I guess. Boop. So here's the box. It says Hyperspeed, 10 million click, Razer Chroma RGB, wireless gaming mouse. They promise, I believe, 120 hours on Bluetooth and 70 hours on Hyperspeed, and it is through and through a Razer mouse. So if you've ever had a Deathadder before, then you know what these feel like. Boom. So the box says, by gamers for gamers. Of course, because that's Razer's slogan. We open her up. And a wooden box. Not wooden, my apologies. A cardboard box. I'm surprised to see a cardboard box from Razer. I don't think I've ever seen something like this before. I mean, good on you. Hashtag green with Razer. I guess they're doing sustainability now, which is cool. And I've got no issues with it. The mouse comes in a pouch, which is the name of my next kid's book, Mouse in a Pouch. If this was Stuart Little, I'd just bang it against the wall. Did I just do that with a brand new mouse? I did. So there is the actual mouse, and first impressions are This one's actually lighter, which I'm surprised by because it's got components in it. Those are actual grips. I thought those were stickers. This one is actually, the wired one, surprisingly, is actually heavier than the non-wired one. In the box, you get their usual fare. Unleash your true potential. Okay. My true potential is losing in Apex Legends arenas. Deathadder V2 Pro instruction booklet with Razer Synapse, everybody's favorite software. I hate Razer Synapse, but I hate pretty much all Chroma softwares. This is a Razer sticker, which has like a glistening shine to it. I really like how these look. And you know what? Now I've got a Razer Meta sticker, I guess. I don't know. If we go from a comparison side by side, the buttons on the top are slightly different. There's a glossy plastic in the middle, which for retail price, I wouldn't want plastic like that on my mouse, but because I got it for $60, I can't really complain. Bottom, I believe, is pretty close. It's the exact same design, but this has the USB in a little enclosure. There it is, the 2.4 gigahertz little thing. And the cover is like a translucent plastic, which looks kind of nice. Charges via... No, Razer, micro USB. Razer! I hate micro USB. I have so many USB-Cs, just let it be USB-C. And of course, their proprietary charging device, which you can get with the Viper Ultimate or probably as an add-on to this, but unfortunately, I'll just be charging with micro USB. Oh. The buttons are off, Bluetooth is up, and 2.4 is down, and it has charge. Nice. And apparently you can save a profile, which is pretty cool, because there are buttons on the side, so you can have these mapped to whatever you'd like. And then I believe the buttons on the top are probably DPI. And a much better grip that won't fall off because it's just so much bigger. So I actually really appreciate that. It goes around the buttons on the side as opposed to cutting off at the buttons. So there's no real seam until you get to the top. Same thing goes for this side as well. Well, it just fell on the ground. It appears to be a charging mount or something like that. It's got micro USB in and then USB-A out. So maybe if you want to make it... No, because you can make it wired probably just through the micro USB. I don't know what this is for because it's not charging. It doesn't have the charging accessory. And of course, this is standard Razer green USB, likely 2.0 to micro B. Damn you, Razer. So close to being perfect. Now, I will test this mouse and get back to you on how it feels to use, and we will actually do a sort of review on it. Alright, so after a day using this mouse, I gotta say, it's f***ing awesome. I just cannot believe how good this is. It's exactly what I dreamed for, because I've been using Razer Deathadder products as mice for so long, and a year ago when I was looking for mice, I ended up with the Steel series, and I ended up with the Corsair this year, and none of them filled the gap that this one fills. If you like the Razer Deathadder, this feels exactly the same as the Deathadder and the Deathadder Elite, and you will absolutely love this. For $60, I think that even if you aren't a Razer fan, try this mouse out. It is phenomenal. For $150, if you're a Razer fan, it still might be worth it. I freaking love this thing, and I'm not a Razer fanboy. Again, things have broken from me, and after a year or so, if this thing breaks, you bet your ass I'm going to make a video on it. But for right now, just in day-to-day use, this thing tracks exactly like a Razer Deathadder Elite, and I love it so much. The only downside that it has is the micro USB. Other than that, it's just a phenomenal wired mouse made wireless, and I recommend you take a look at it if you're searching for wireless mice. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, like, subscribe, do what you usually do, and as always, buy yourself something nice.